Hey guys, welcome back to Team D TV. So just yesterday we published our review of the 2024 all-new Triton GLX two-wheel drive automatic transmission. And today we are back here again at Mitsubishi Motors Global City to review this GLS two-wheel drive automatic transmission. To those of you who have seen our vlog 2 months ago, we were able to review the Athlete 4x4 top of the line. But that was the advanced viewing unit. Hindi pa available sa market natin. Parang pinahiram lang yon ni Mitsubishi Motors Philippines para magkaroon tayo ng advanced viewing. This time, including the GLX that I reviewed yesterday, this is the real thing. Alright? This is the real unit that will be released, now available dito sa atin sa Philippines. So if you haven't seen our review of the 4x4 Athlete about 2 months ago, I would recommend that you go and watch that, and then panoorin nyo rin po yung kakapublish lang namin kahapon about the GLX para mas ma-appreciate nyo itong third release namin ng 2024 all-new Triton, which this time will be the GLS 4x2. And of course, to those who have not subscribed yet to our channel, I would like to invite you to subscribe to our channel para you will be notified, and you know, mapapanood nyo agad yung mga bago naming vlogs about cars. So as promised, we will do a test drive, okay? Pero it's not gonna be purely test drive, although yun ang focus natin. I think it would make sense na I give you a quick tour of the differences. At least i-highlight ko man lang sa inyo yung differences nung GLS versus the GLX, di ba? Yung exterior design and yung dito naman sa interior. Pero we are not gonna go through all the details. First of all, I would like to apologize for the background noise kasi nandito na tayo sa labas, and here now in front of you is the 2024 GLS 4x2 automatic transmission ready to go. So nandito na tayo sa labas, kaya pasensya na, maraming dumadaan na sasakyan, so may konting background noise. Okay, so but as I mentioned before we start driving, pakita ko muna sa inyo kung anong features nitong GLS versus the GLX. Okay, so sasabihin ko lang ulit, alright? Ito kasing GLS na to, this model in-accessorize na ni Mitsubishi dito sa Global City. So this is the stock GLS two-wheel drive automatic transmission plus accessories, okay? So may accessories siya. Unahin ko muna yung accessories para hindi kayo malito, alright? Kasi baka mamaya pumunta kayo dito kay Ma'am Beth, tapos hanapin nyo yung mga accessories sa GLS. Meron tong 4 accessories, okay? Number 1, ito, yung chrome na emblem, alright? Hindi yan kasama sa standard na GLS. Accessories to, dagdag to. Pag tinanggal mo yan, it would look like the GLS na naka-engrave. So etong accessories, naka-emboss na chrome. Number 2 na accessories are the fender flares and yung mga door claddings. Okay? All the way back here, may fender flare dito sa likod. Again, part yan ng accessories that is not part of the stock GLS 4x2. Number 3 na accessories is eto, merong cover yung fuel lid, and may napaka-poging nakasulat dito na Triton. Maganda. Again, let me emphasize, part of the accessories to. Last but not the least, this is the number 4 na accessories, yung sun visor. Ayan, so we have a total of 4 accessories na hindi kasama sa standard GLS. Okay? So quickly lang summarize ko kasi I want to be very clear about this, kasi baka mamaya pumunta kayo dito kay Ma'am Beth sa Global City and hanapin nyo yung mga accessories. Okay? So hiwalay pa po yung accessories, may hiwalay pa pong bayad yon. So again, number 1, embossed emblem dito, yung chrome. Accessories yan, number 1. Number 2, itong fender flare and the door claddings, and yung sun visor, and itong takip dito sa fuel tank. Lahat yan accessories, hindi part ng standard GLS. Okay, pagdating sa headlight, dito sa GLS 4x2 automatic transmission, LED DRL, okay? Multi-reflector LED headlight. This is like the Athlete, the top of the line, parehong-pareho. And then LED fog light. Okay? When it comes to the grille, it's the same design as the GLX. The difference is the color. Glossy siya, piano black. And by the way, before I forget, the dynamic shield is chrome. Dun sa GLX, it's black. And then, I think isa sa pinakamagandang dinagdag nila dito is this one, the sports bar, or what do you call this, the roll bar. Standard to with the GLS. And then when it comes to the rear, dito sa taillight, it has the LED, similar to the top of the line 4x4 Athlete. Brake lamps, halogen, turn signal halogen, reverse lamp halogen, but it has this beautiful LED design. And also with the GLS two-wheel drive automatic transmission, it already has the 360 camera. So right here in front, you have your camera here at the side mirror, and of course here at the back. Okay, let's take a quick look of the engine bay, and you will find exactly the same engine as the one that you will find in the GLX. So it's the single stage turbo, and it has the power steering fluid. So ano pa siya, hydraulic power steering system. Okay, so the GLS 2024 two-wheel drive automatic transmission already has a central lock. Every time you press this to lock it, the side mirror goes with it. So nagko-close din yung side mirror. And then if you press it again to open, side mirror will also open. Let's go inside, and basically the same leather, carbon fiber, and the driver's side has the auto up and close, and then basically the same in design. And when it comes to driver's seat, manual adjust din dito. Okay. So the key fob is a little bit different. This is thinner and longer. There's like a third button here. I'm not sure what it is for, but you cannot really press it. So meron ditong unlock and lock. And it's not a flip key. Why? Of course, kasi push start button siya. Nice. One thing very noticeable when you get inside is the size of the infotainment. This is 9 inches compared to the GLX that's 8 inches, and meron na tong Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wireless. Okay, try natin. Start. There. Nice. Okay, let's check the reverse camera. Let me put it on reverse. There you go. There's your 360. You can press camera. There. So mapipili mo yung every camera view. So sa side yon, and then there's this the rear, and ayan, you have your 360. If you put it on drive or put it on P, ayan. So for example, nakapark ka lang and you want to see your surroundings, you can select camera. There, pareho lang din. And press camera again, and you get a tour of what's around your vehicle. Okay, so from the camera, let's try to check the map. So you have this map button here. Ayan, nice. Ang ganda ng color, diba? Look at that. The size of the screen is just right. And the color, yung resolution is nice. When it comes to air conditioning, you have dual climate control. So, ayan, meron kang, gusto ko yung mga ganitong manual knobs kasi madaling i-control, right? So, right now we are at 20.5 for the left, and for the driver and for the passenger dito. You can choose it separately like that. Magkahiwalay sila. So, if the driver is lamigin and the passenger wants it to be even more cold, ayan. And then if you want to sync them both at one time, pinutin mo lang tong sync button. There. And then down here you have two USB ports, one USB-C here, and then the regular USB, and then you have a 12-volt power socket. Down here you have the same piano black finish and the same fabric, same as the GLX. Okay guys, we are now inside the 2024 all-new Triton GLS two-wheel drive automatic transmission, and we are about to start our test drive. Okay? So, let's go! Teka, seatbelt muna. Ooh! Ganda! Pwede ko na ba itong iuwi? Okay, kakalabas lang natin ng Mitsubishi Global City and nakastop tayo dito sa traffic. Very first thing that I noticed is yung NVH niya. Sobrang tahimik. Ang tahimik ng engine, walang masyadong vibration. And even yung mga sasakyan, ayun ang daming motor na dumaan. Tahimik. Yun agad ang napansin ko. Okay, let's go. Na acceleration. Ako medyo mataas ang expectation ko ng comfort niya sa likod. Why? Ang laki ng difference ng na-compare ko talaga kasi 'di ba nahawakan natin yung Athlete na Strada a few months ago lang, and then eto ngayon dumating. So medyo fresh pa sa memory ko. Na-compare ko talaga, iba na yung foam niya sa likod. Mas malambot, mas comfortable. So medyo mataas ang expectation ko na mas comfortable ang feeling, ang ride sa second row. Tahimik. Ayan, halos walang vibration pag naka-idle. Halos wala kang marinig. Okay, kangkada tayo. Wow! So ano yun? Parang pumasok yung turbo niya around bago mag 2,000 yata eh. Biglang sipa. And naka-drive mode lang tayo. So, wala na nga siyang paddle shifters, pero meron ka naman din dito kasi pwedeng gamitin na sport mode. Okay, may napansin ako. So, yung feel ng pedal, kung gusto mong parang naka-eco mode ka, parang medyo malaki pa yung leverage mo na tatapakan mo siya ng parang papitik-pitik lang. Parang tipid mode. Tapos beyond that, mararamdaman mo na medyo nagiging firm yung pedal and doon na umakyat yung RPM going to 2,000. Pag na-reach mo na yung band na yon, ramdam mo nang sumisipa na, ramdam mo na yung likod mo, tinutulak ka na talaga. Parang parang yun yung eco mode mo. Kasi wala tong button for eco mode. Diba? Unlike other cars ng mga bago ngayon, merong eco mode, merong power mode, merong normal, may mga ganun-ganon. Ito, mas simplified. So, I think, ayan o. Seatbelt. Na-detect niya, hindi naka-seatbelt.
Really? Kahit sa likod?
Yes. So, may seatbelt detection, may warning siya, even for the rear passengers. Ayan, lumabas dito sa screen. Ayan, pakita mo lang ha. So tinanggal niya yung seatbelt niya sa second row, and then ayan, merong warning dito. Rear, tapos may XXX. So hindi lang siya tumutunog kasi hindi pa tayo tumatakbo. Pag tumakbo na tayo, usually past 20 kilometers per hour ang warning niyan eh. Typical yan among different cars and different brands. Ayan, di ba? So pag tumakbo ka na ng lagpas 20 kph, tutunog na siya. Kanina may visual warning ka lang, but now na tumatakbo ka na, now that you're running, you'll get the additional sound notification. Yan o. Around mga 2,000 to 2,100, dun mo mararamdaman yung boost ng turbo. Okay, let's go. Subukan natin mag manual. Okay, right now naka 3. Ibaba natin sa 2. Wow, umabot ako ng 3,800. Hindi siya nag-shift. Nag-aantay talaga siya. That's nice. Kasi sometimes pag loaded ka and uphill, you need that extra power. Ngayon, kapag nakadi ka lang kasi sometimes panay ang shift niya, para siyang nagi-gear hunting, di ba? So maganda meron kang ganitong option, and medyo matagal yung power band niya bago mag-shift, para you have that constant power, lalo pag yun na nga, like I said, uphill ka and loaded. Okay, back to D, and comfortable, maganda ang road feel.
Road with restricted access.
Okay, yung braking naman niya feels just right. Medyo malalim lang ng konti, pero hindi siya yung gumaganon. So subukan natin ulit mamaya kapag medyo mabilis tayo ng konti. Tingnan natin kung anong feel ng brake. Kasi importante yung brake. Kailangan you should feel confident na nag-i-stop ka, na stable yung pag-stop mo. So let's speed up a little bit and stop tayo dyan sa may traffic light. Wow! Ganda! Maganda! Very confident ang feeling ng pagbe-brake niya. Nandun lang nga lang siya sa medyo malalim. So nandito na tayo sa McKinley West. So in terms of driving position, maganda naman yung tingin ko sa front. I can see the hood. Yung level ng seat, medyo tinaas ko to ng konti, but hindi ko na feel na malapit na ako dito sa ceiling. So tama lang for my size. So again, I'm only 5'6". So saktong-sakto sa akin. Maganda yung balance. Hindi rin masyado nang naaangat yung thighs ko sa pagkakaangat ko ng seat. And then at the same time, ang ganda rin at this position, ang ganda ng tingin ko sa dalawang side mirrors. Okay? And then sa rear view, very clear din yung likod. So merong part dito na medyo uphill. I think this is about mga 8-10 degrees. So kasabay natin si Ma'am Beth sa likod and then my wife Pia. So hindi mo ramdam na going uphill ka. Okay. So hindi naman din mahirap ipasok sa parking. Tama lang yung length niya. Okay, so stand still tayo, nandito tayo sa parking. I-test lang natin yung steering speed niya and kung malambot ba siya. Okay? So again, guys, this is still using the hydraulic power steering system. So you cannot really expect na katulad siya ng mga EPS. So tingnan natin. So isasagad ko siya sa kaliwa. Alright, so nandito. And 1, 2, 3, mga kulang-kulang 3.5. Subukan natin mag-park kung mahirap ba mag-park. So kapag tumatakbo naman ng mga 5-10 kilometers per hour, magana rin naman yung power steering niya. Okay, so subukan natin mag-park dito in between these two cars. So medyo masikip yung parking dito. Hindi siya katulad sa mga Ayala parking mall na maluluwag. Dito medyo sakto lang. And medyo masikip for a pick-up in general. So, pero ito, tingnan natin. So, of course, this is a truck. Mahaba siya, di ba? So, expected mo medyo mahirap siyang i-park kumpara sa shorter cars. But with all the other, yung mga safety features niya, may mag-assist naman sa'yo. Like number 1, yung 360 camera. Not just a reverse camera na likod lang makikita mo. So, ito 360. And ayan, hindi naman mahirap mag-park. Well, of course, nandun pa rin yung skills ng driver, but then with all these additional safety features, ma-appreciate mo. It will make things even quicker, safer, and mas maganda yung driving experience. Ayan, makapark na tayo. Alright, well, kung meticulosong driver like me, gusto ko aligned na aligned, ayan, pwede naman. Ayan. Nice! Nice! Ang ganda ng experience. One thing that's really noticeable kapag nakastop ka dito sa traffic, yes, maririnig mo yung engine tumutunog, pero walang vibration, almost zero. Look at the steering wheel. Walang slight na vibration. Di ba typically pag may vibration, dito mo agad mararamdaman because of the steering column. Steering column nakakonect all the way dun sa may engine, di ba? Nandun sa labas. And mahaba yan. So konting vibration dun sa dulo, ang laki ng tawag dito, magmumultiply yung vibration na yan dito sa steering wheel. But look at this. Wala oh. Even dito sa cambio niya, sa shifting lever na, wala masyado. Kung hindi mo naririnig yung engine na tumutunog at hindi mo nakita yung RPM na nasa 700, between 700 and 800, you wouldn't notice. You can tell na the engine is running. Mapapansin nyo, meron siyang speed sensing door lock. Okay, so sinadya kong i-unlock yung door. I think around 20 kph. Ayun, 20 kph na trigger na yung lock niya. And even if I force open it, ayan o, pipindutin ko i-unlock yung doors binabalik niya. Ilalak niya ulit. Okay. Ganda. Ang ganda ng response ng engine. I would say other cars are more responsive, meaning mas earlier yung response nila. Makukumpara ko sa Everest ko na I think around 1,800, ramdam mo na sumisipa na talaga. Ang disadvantage naman nun, mas makonsumo yon, mas matakaw. Kasi alam mo yun, pag nasa traffic ka na, ang takbo mo lang naman is between 20 to 40 kph. Pag early yung pag-kick ng turbo or mag-boost, pag too early or a little bit early yung pag-boost ng power niya, syempre mas makonsumo kasi you don't need it yet kasi city driving ka lang. So ako gusto ko yung medyo delayed ng konti, hindi yung too early kasi hindi naman tayo laging nagre-racing, di ba? So pagka ganito, lalo na kung wala kang eco mode, it's easier for you to manage kung nagtitipid ka sa, if you want easy driving lang and economical lang yung pagdadrive mo. It's easier to manage.
The 2024 all-new Triton GLS 4x2 automatic transmission is priced at 1,582,000 pesos. The accessories I showed you in the beginning are not yet included. In terms of safety, it is equipped with active stability and traction control, active yaw control, hill start assist, trailer stability assist, hill descent control, forward collision mitigation and pedestrian detection, blind spot warning system with lane change assist, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, and auto high beam.
Okay guys, so if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Ma'am Beth Valencia. Ipa-flash ko dyan sa screen yung contact number niya. Please, kontakin niyo po siya. Nandito lang siya sa Mitsubishi Global City. Okay guys, so we are now almost back to Mitsubishi Motors Global City. I hope you liked our test drive. I hope you liked our video. So, alright, so thank you for watching. Drive safe. Bye.
If you like this video, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are also on Facebook. Please like and follow our page.